Hello everybody, it is SpongeBob1255 here. I'm just coming at you with a quick tutorial video on how exactly you can make a door that works like this. You see it opens, the button comes back on the inside, and then the door closes behind you. Now this is extremely useful for vehicle designs. I know I've made a few cabs where I have used this design, houses where you want to keep somebody out or keep somebody in, you can hit the button, trap them in there. Obviously they can get rid of it, but for the time being, what I'm trying to do is just a quick tutorial on how exactly to make this work for you. So I'm going to go ahead, let that door close. We're going to go ahead and get rid of this. We want to get rid of this block, and I've kept all the blocks in different colors so that you can understand exactly what's happening. Now, the basics, I'm sure you can see exactly where these bearings are going, but I'll go ahead and just get you through the process nice and slow here. We want a bearing right here because we want our door switch to turn around. We also want a bearing right here because we want a door to open that way. That's the basics that I'm sure most of you know. Now, the key to making these bearings works, something that you can't do, you can't build something from right here and then throw it attached to right here and, oh, it's all connected. Nope, exactly like that. That's exactly why you can't. You can't say, oh, there we go, now everything's attached to the bearing. No, it's completely different because as what should happen, yep. When I deleted that, what happened was the game isn't actually registering this as connected to the bearing because I connected it down here first. So if you're ever having a problem and you can't get anything to spin properly, what you need to do is just make sure that everything is connected to the bearing. Now, what I can do is go like that and then go like this, and it will all still be connected to the bearing. Now, the reason being, you're not attaching it down here. You're simply attaching it directly onto what's already attached to the bearing. So if you're ever having troubles with trying to get everything to work properly, then that might be your problem, might not be. If it's not your problem, then you're kind of screwed. Good luck with that. But anyways, moving on. Of course, we're going to go ahead and make this door. Now you need a connector. Connection, control, something along the lines of that. You need one of these controllers here. There we go. And what you need to do is connect one to your switch and to your door. Now, of course, you're going to throw your switch directly on top of this one. You already know that. So after that, you want to come back to your controller, and the way these controllers work is you got your first column here. Now, before the line on the left side, the column shows your resting point for each bearing that is connected. So we got this done as number 1. So 1 at resting point will be right here for now. Now 2's resting point will be right there. Now, what we'd like to do here is take our number 1 switch, that's this one here, and we want it to come around towards the red 180 degrees. But we want it to come after the door has already opened. If we make it come before the door is opened, I'll show you exactly what's going to happen here. Let's go ahead, 180 degrees, and then make our door open. We'll go ahead and do this. I'll show you exactly what happens here. You can see it gets hit like that. Now we don't want that. That's not a good thing. So what we're going to do here is attach this switch. See, that's not good. We don't want that because that looks stupid. Now, what exactly we're going to do here, when we come to this connector, we are going to take our number 2. We're going to put this at 90 degrees. Now, the way these work is, this is a section. This is a timing. So let's say each of these take a second. So that means 1 second it'll go through this command. Next second it'll go through this command, and so on and so forth throughout all your different commands that you have. So what we want first is for the door to come to the blue 90 degrees. So we'll set that up. Now a second after that, we want our switch to turn 180 degrees to the red. And what that'll allow us to do is let the door open. The switch will form freely around. And after that, we also want the door to close. So I'm sure you already guessed it. We'll come here and we'll add 90 degrees. Now, what you need to know is this does not mean 0, it goes to the resting point. That's not what this means. It means 0 and it'll go to whatever the previous direction was, whatever rotation was already set at. So if you're having trouble getting your door to close, you have to make sure that at the end of the day, everything gets zeroed out. So we're going to come down to minus 90 because we're currently at positive 90. 0 plus 90 is 90, 90 plus 0 is 90, 90 minus 90 is 0. So that means that'll take us back to our resting point. Why aren't we doing that with the switch? Well, you'll understand that, I'm sure, in a second. Our door opens, the button comes around, and the door closes. And now, as I said earlier, the button's on the same side as you, which is exactly why you don't want to take this back to the resting position. Now, when you hit this button, it won't go 180 again because it's a switch. It's going from off to on, so it'll do the reverse of what happened last time. So we'll still have that. We'll still have that. We'll still have that. Everything works just as it was supposed to. So that's a quick tutorial on how exactly that button with the door works. I'll be sure to post a few more in the next couple hours here. I'm just going a little hard on some scrap mechanic now, as well as a whether or not you should buy this game, which a spoiler alert, you definitely should. It's absolutely incredible, but I digress. It's been SpongeBob1255 here. Thank you very much if you watched through this whole video. I really would appreciate it if you followed me on Twitter. Maybe check out the YouTube, throw a subscribe. I will make sure to put actually my Twitch into the description for this video, along with my buddy's Twitch. So you guys have a good one. Thank you very much for watching the video.